guys, it's Beverly. I wanted to come and show you a video today of some of my favorite patterns. I don't design patterns. I like to search for patterns, and I have two big stacks of patterns that I printed, and then I have a few that are my go-to patterns. I like to have things that I can just go to. I remember when I was working full-time, I'm retired now, but when I was working full-time, if there was somebody at work that had a baby, I would always get them a onesie or a sleeper, and I would buy pretty much the largest size that they had. I never bought the small ones. I bought the bigger size, but it was still, an infant size. I never had a baby, so I don't know the sizes. But it turned out one time one of my friends had a very large baby, and all of the stuff that she got at the baby shower, the little boy couldn't wear. So my garment was the only one, that fitted, and it was very great. And then if someone got married and we had a wedding shower for them, I would always buy a set of towels. And that way you don't have to think about it. You can find out what their colors are, what they want, and automatically a set of towels. So I kind of like to have go-to things. So, for example, I have two baby booty patterns. And the first one here, this is a knit pattern. And you can see these little baby booties. They are so cute. And they come out great if you're a knitter. And they are the Bernat Handy Crafter Cotton Bernat Satin Baby Booties. Now this pattern is older. This was definitely a Bernat pattern. It doesn't even have the word Yarn Inspirations on here. So I'm not sure if that you can, still get it. But as I read there, it said Handicraft Cotton. But I've always used acrylic with these. And they're supposed to fit 3 different sizes. And it gives you the cast-on numbers for 3 different sizes. And for a number 3 yarn is what I would prefer to use to make these baby booties. And I used a number 7 knitting needle to make these. So if I decided I was going to make a baby booty and knit it, then I would use this pattern. The next one that I like for baby booties is a crochet pattern. Now here's a picture. Now you can't really see the booties. I should have brought a pair in here to show you because of the little flowers. I never have put the bows or the flowers on there. And they're called Little Miss Booties. And these are crochet. It calls for a number 4 yarn. But I make them in 3-ply as well as 4-ply. So it says for the 4-ply yarn to use a size H hook. And that's the size that I use. And to make them in 3-ply yarn, I would use a size I. And I just like how they come out. This is the Red Heart Little Miss Booties pattern. It's a crochet pattern, and it's rated easy. And the size here is for 3 months, from newborn to 3 months. And like I said, I never have put the little roses or the bows on there, but they've come out great every time. My favorite hat when I'm doing 3-ply yarn is the Bernat Softy Baby Crochet Hat pattern. And I'm going to hold it up here. Now this is an older pattern. And you can see that it's double crochets. But then it also has, up here if I can get my finger in the picture, the edging of the hat is just so precious. It comes in, let's see, the sizes, 18 months, and let's see, all sizes, oh, excuse me, from preemies to 18 months, from preemie to 18 months. And a number 3 weight yarn is what I always use with this, and I use a G hook. And when it comes to the edging you do chains, and then you would do a single crochet. So you would do 5 chains and a single crochet. So you can see you would have like a little droop from 5 chains from single crochet. And so you would skip 3 double crochets, and then you do 5 and then single, and it just makes that wonderful little loopy border around there. And I've made these several times. You know how you get the big skeins of the Bernat baby yarn, and you make a baby blanket with it, and then I would make the booties, either knitted or crochet, in the 3-ply yarn, and then always this was my go-to hat for the 3-ply yarn. And again, that's the Bernat Softy Baby Crochet Baby Hat. Now, my next pattern that I have here, it's called the Caron Easy Peasy Crochet Baby Blanket, and it's made by Yarnspirations, and it also includes the border, my go-to border, regardless of what size blanket I use. I've used it on granny square blankets, I've used it on just all kinds of blankets, and it's just my go-to border. Now this pattern here, this has the double crochets, so, and it's a granny, but it's not a granny square. You go in stripes or strips. So you start out by chaining 115 for a 40-inch blanket. And if I'm going to do a 34-inch, which is my favorite for babies, I do 105 4-ply yarn. With this, I use a J hook, and the border is, like I mentioned before, I really like the border. So with the border, it's all double crochets, and then 5 double crochets in the corner to, you know, give you your conversion over to the other side. And it's such a simple border, and regardless of the pattern, it comes out great. But I really like this blanket, so if you have 4-ply yarn that you want to make any kind of blanket with, for example, I have on here, I wrote good pink. So I know that this is my go-to baby blanket for pink or blue, and then I use the border. The one down here, this is a real pretty peachy color. I've never done it in peachy color, but this is my go-to blanket. You know, if someone says they want a blanket, or to fill my Etsy shop, this is my go-to blanket pattern. Easy peasy baby blanket pattern, crochet, Yarnspirations, Caron. Okay, then I have additional baby hat that I like to make, but this hat can also go into an adult. And this is for 4-ply. Remember, the other one I showed you was for 3-ply. So for 4-ply yarn, I use this pattern, number 4, as you can see, and it's the Red Heart Crochet Hats to Give. You can see there's a whole family there. So it gives sizes small and medium sizes. And it does head circumference 20 to 22 inches. But I make it for a baby, and I make sure when I make my hats, the majority of them, I do, you know, you're doing your magic circle, you go around, and when I get 5 inches across, or diameter, and then I just do enough rows to make the hat measure 5 inches down if it's for a baby, and then I keep going if it's, you know, for an adult or teen. And then it has the front post, back post edging on the hat. So this is kind of my go-to pattern. Here's some more pictures of it here. I like it because it gives you these little holes, and it's fun to do. It is, and it's quick. It uses half double crochets, and you go in the spaces between the stitches. So you would do like a row of half double crochets, and the next row would be down, you know, like when you do a granny square, you go down between the V's. And then finally, for children, this is my go-to child sweater. Not so much the baby sweater. You could do a baby sweater because it starts out with preemie up to 24 months. But you can do a number 3 yarn. That's what this calls for, is a number 3 yarn. But I just like this sweater so much. Let's see if there's 2 pictures. There isn't. But here's the picture here. And I'm not sure if you can see it because there's printing on the back. But it has front post and back post on those. And it tells you how many to chain for each individual size. And it's just a cute little sweater. It uses a J hook even though you're using a number 3 yarn. So those are my go-to patterns. Now the next video I'm going to plan is some blankets that I really like to make. And one of the patterns, I introduced it to my crochet club, or a couple of the patterns, and they've really enjoyed, you know, making them over and over again. So thanks again for subscribing, for liking my videos. Keep the comments coming if you can't locate any of those patterns. I'm going to try to list them below, but if there's any of the patterns I showed that you'd like to have me email you a copy, just email me. My email address is below. And have a great day and enjoy your crocheting. Thanks so much. Bye.